continue to follow and highlight the best Eagles draft picks by round. Yesterday we did the 4th round. Today, the 3rd round. And as we get the rounds lower, some great players for the Eagles came out of the 3rd round. You have Super Bowl 59 champions Nakobe Dean in 2022, Milton Williams in 2021, Stuart Bradley back in 2007. And it's a shame. I always thought Stuart Bradley could have been a great player had he not suffered that injury on the open practice night, but it was just not meant to be. But he was a 3rd round pick in 2007. Jeremiah Trotter, 3rd round pick in 1998. The year before, Deuce Staley, 3rd round pick in 1997. One of my all-time favorites, Arkansas Fred Barnett in 1990. Bill Bradley was a 3rd round pick back in 1969. If you're not quite sure who Bill Bradley is, he is the Eagles' career interception leader, tied with Eric Allen and Brian Dawkins. So a lot of good players here. Jeremiah Trotter, 2 Super Bowl champions. Bill Bradley, who is the Eagles' all-time leading interceptions leader. So who am I spotlighting today if these guys didn't make the cut? Well, as we've been doing, we'll go in the order of when they were drafted. We'll start in 1957. The Eagles drafted Tommy McDonald out of Oklahoma in the 3rd round. He became an NFL champion, a 5-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler. He's in the Eagles Hall of Fame. He's on their 75th anniversary team. He's in the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame and a fan favorite at wide receiver. Ray Dininger talks a lot. He has the play Tommy and Me. Very big fan of Tommy McDonald, but he was a fan favorite, always around the team. I didn't realize this. I knew he was a Pro Football Hall of Famer, but he's also a College Football Hall of Famer. So Tommy McDonald, 3rd round pick of the Eagles, receiver out of Oklahoma in 1957. And then we're going to go to possibly, and I'll get more on this in a minute because I'm going to love to hear this debate, but possibly the best 3rd round pick in Eagles history back in 2002 out of Villanova, Brian Westbrook. He was an All-Pro in 2007, 2-time Pro Bowler, all-purpose guy, played in Super Bowl 39 for the Eagles. He's an Eagles Hall of Famer, 75th anniversary team. Just recently inducted into the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame a couple years ago. He's 3rd all-time on the Eagles' all-time rushing list, 2nd in total yards, and 3rd in touchdowns. Obviously, another fan favorite, fantasy football just stud. But Brian Westbrook selected out of Villanova in the 3rd round back in 2002. And from the best, we go to possibly the most important 3rd round pick in Eagles history. Back in 2012, the Eagles selected Nick Foles out of Arizona. And we all know the story. Legend, Super Bowl 52 MVP, the Phillies special. They got a statue out there of him, which I'll get more into that later this week. But I don't want to get sidetracked here. But very interesting career for Nick Foles. Burst onto the scene, made the Pro Bowl in 2013, the year he had 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, threw 7 touchdowns in a game, but just can never replicate that level of performance. Left, was getting ready to retire. Andy Reid called him. He was backing up in KC, came over to work with Doug Peterson then as Carson Wentz's backup. The knee injury happened, and we all know the rest is history. He caught that magic again. Couldn't replicate it to start the 2018 season when Carson struggled and ended up going down, which I think it was the back in 2018. Nick Foles came in and led them on a magical run to get into the playoffs, and then a magical playoff run. It's one of those guys, probably the most inconsistent career I've ever seen, but possibly the most important 3rd round draft pick of all time. So there you have it. 3rd round draft picks: Tommy McDonald in 1957, Brian Westbrook 2002, and Nick Foles in 2012. 3 of the all-time greats all bring something different to the table. We got Hall of Famers, all-purpose guys, and a Super Bowl champion.